Welcome to my channel where I discuss recovery from treatment-resistant depression, among other things. Today I wanted to talk to you about my experience with meditation. I used to practice it a lot, and that practice gave me some pretty interesting insights I want to share with you today. First of all, if you've never meditated, I'll put a link in the description to the video that explains how to do it. This video is short, it's simple, and it explains it perfectly. So, like I said, when I was recovering from my first depressive episode, I used to practice meditation daily, for about 40 minutes a day, some days even longer. And this practice changed my life in a number of ways, both positive and negative. So let's start with the ways meditation affected my mental health. Number one, meditation reduced depression and anxiety. It definitely helped me in my recovery process. It's scientifically proven that meditation can do that, and you can easily find the studies if you want to. It's not magic though, it probably won't cure severe depression on its own, but still it is a great treatment tool, it's accessible to everyone, and it works. Number two, meditation reduced flashbacks. I had PTSD and I used to have flashbacks where I was reliving past trauma in the present moment, and meditation helped a lot with that. Number three, meditation improved my concentration and my productivity. It made it easier for me to concentrate on boring tasks and reduced my impulsive desire to distract myself with cute animal videos. This effect of this practice makes it very useful for people with ADHD, and scientific research supports that statement. At the same time, meditation not only makes you feel better, it also completely changes the metaphysics of your life. And here I want to mention the most notable changes. First of all, meditation taught me to stop and identifying myself with my thoughts and just be an observer. I find it to be very helpful insight. Number two, I lost my sense of self. Now, what do I mean by that? Normally we feel like the self is an entity with a coherent identity with past and future. We feel like it is situated somewhere inside our head and the body is just carrying it around. So meditation changes that. You lose that feeling. You start to identify yourself with your body. You start to feel like you are your hands, your legs, your fingers, your skin. You start to feel like you are your body, and because of that effect, some meditators, including Sam Harris, say self is an illusion, that somehow normally our brain deceives us and meditation reveals us the truth. Now, I don't disagree that the self is in some sense an illusion, meaning that the feeling of self is created by neurons firing in our brain and not by some literal person living in our heads. But I disagree that meditation reveals us the truth somehow. The firing of neurons that creates the feeling of self is real, and that feeling is affected by our DNA and by very real events in our lives. And just because we can get rid of the sense of self through meditation doesn't mean it's not real. Plus, I didn't see any functional benefit in getting rid of the feeling of self. My new state of mind didn't feel like an awakening or a revelation. It was just a different way of being, and I cannot say that it was in any way better or more true than the previous one. On the contrary, identifying myself with who I am on the inside makes more sense to me than identifying myself with my physical body. Okay, the next one, number 3. The way I interact with the outside world completely changed. The Buddha said that suffering comes from desires, and meditation definitely helps you dial them down, sometimes even eliminate them completely. I stopped wanting things. I stopped being attached to them. It was enlightening. There was less negative emotion, but I also found myself feeling quite empty, almost nihilistic sometimes. So it was a double-edged sword for me. Okay, number 4. I saved what I found to be the most negative effect of meditation for last, and it has to do with creativity and the intensity of affect. With this practice, I started feeling less and became less creative. Normally, I have very active imagination, and finding magic in works of art and in simple moments of life is natural to me. It happened every day without any drugs or alcohol. And daily meditation took about 70% of that ability away from me. This divine spark didn't go away completely. It just started to show up much less frequently. And also the nature of it changed in a way that is really difficult to describe in a video. So with daily meditation, I felt still and calm most of the time. Some people find it enlightening. After all, the Buddha said that there's no happiness higher than stillness. But it wasn't like that for me. I just felt bored. Life became much less interesting, and it was the main reason why I stopped meditating. And after I stopped, everything came back to the way it was pretty quickly, in a matter of days. I found out that when I'm healthy, a good night's sleep and a 20-minute run is everything I need to keep myself happy, energetic, and creative. By no means am I saying that meditation does this to everybody. I heard from some people that this practice, on the contrary, increased their creativity. I don't really know why it was the opposite for me. I guess meditation affects people differently. So right now I only use meditation as a treatment tool when I'm depressed. All of the things that I didn't like about the effects of this practice do not negate the fact that it can be really helpful if you have certain mental health problems. It really works and it's free, so I recommend to try it if you suffer from depression or anxiety or ADHD. And if you are a healthy person, then I urge you to be an independent thinker. If you feel like meditation makes your life better, then it's great. You should definitely keep doing it. And if not, then it's okay too. You are not the only one, and you are not living a lie. So that's all I wanted to say today. Please subscribe, like, and share to spread mental health awareness. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.